Well, hello there. Welcome to Hanging with the Hags. Well, today Vicky and I are out boondocking again. But before we get into where we're currently at, let's recap on a little bit of history. So if you know anything about our channel and Vicky and I, you know that this is our second year of RVing across America. This last year, we spent 9 months on the road, traveling from Washington State all the way down through Utah, up through Milwaukee, Wisconsin, down through Indiana, Tennessee, North Georgia, and then all the way up to Virginia Beach. And then we made our way down the coast all the way to Key West, all the way over on I-10 south through Alabama, Louisiana, down to South Texas, all the way to Palm Springs. Whew, we took a 3-week vacation to Hawaii. And then now we're making our way back up north for the summer. And specifically, we're in Oregon. In fact, today, we saw Washington for the first time in 9 months. We were going down Highway 84, which bisects Oregon and Washington. The Columbia River really bisects the two states, but on the south side, you have Highway 84. And we came north out of kind of central Oregon, up through Biggs Junction, and then we headed east, and we are currently at a harvest host in Echo, Oregon. So this is, I would say, a little bit southeast of Hermiston, Oregon, if you know where that's at. And again, this is another harvest host, and as you know, we absolutely love harvest hosting. This is a Echo Ridge Cellars. It's a vineyard. The owners are actually from Renton, Washington. They had a bunch of family that came in today. They had a relative that was having an 85th birthday. And so we got to meet some relatives, and one of the relatives that we met are back here. They're in a pickup truck and camper. So they came down from Spokane and they're spending the night. But we're out here in Harvest Host land. Huge lot here, which is super nice. The road seems a little busy, so we're gonna see how that goes. And on the other side of the cows, there is some train tracks. So I'm not sure how many trains are gonna come by. I think we've been here for probably 5 hours, and I know for a fact there's been 3. But we'll see what the night brings. But anyways, yeah, so where are we going? So other than going back to Washington, we're actually going out to outside of Colfax. We have my youngest son's girlfriend is graduating from Washington State University on Saturday. So we're gonna go boondock on some family property. And so super excited about doing that and seeing all of her relatives. And reconnect with Emily's family, and then our youngest son Taylor, he's heading over, and so we'll be able to spend the weekend with him. So that's super cool, and we're super excited. So again, some more boondocking for the weekend, and then once we're done there, we're heading up to Spokane for a night. We got to check in on some friends of ours up in Spokane, Laura and Darren Duncan. So we're gonna hang out with them for a night, hopefully have dinner, and then we're gonna head to Cle Elum and meet up with Eamon Bader, who works up there in the Cle Elum area. And then from there, pretty much heading out to the West Coast. We're gonna go camping with my folks. So we're gonna go camping out at the ocean for 6 nights out in Pacific Beach, Mo Clips, somewhere in there at a KM resort for 6 days. So that's super cool. It'll be super nice to see my folks. I haven't seen them in 9 months other than on FaceTime. And there are some clam tides. So that's super cool. We'll be able to get some clams for the summer. Other than that, man, traveling has been so fun. Other than the folks that we met today here at the vineyard, we were at a rest area today, and a guy pulls in almost the identical truck, a year older. It was a 22, ours a 23. He pulled in and he's towing probably a 24-foot bumper pull trailer behind his 450 dually. And of course he was like, oh my God, that's such a beautiful rig. And then we just started chatting, probably 20 minutes at a rest area, chatting about where we've gone and what we've been doing and how do we like the F450 dually, how do we like our Alliance fifth wheel. And I would say they were quite senior to us, and recently retired, and they're trying to figure out what they want to do. And I will tell you what, there has been nothing better than traveling around America in a rig like this, where you can boondock and still have all the amenities that you could ever want. Just the amount of people that we've seen, friends and family that we've reconnected with, this lifestyle has been absolutely amazing. And so, of course, we told them, do not wait, just go and do it, because you're not getting any younger and you don't know how much time you got left on this earth. So you got to take full advantage of what time you got left. So go get you a rig and get out on the road. And of course, we're talking to them about how we trip plan, how we use Harvest Host, how we plan big rocks, how we have to leave some fluff space in there, because if you're going through a state and you talk to people and they're like, oh, well, you got to go here and you got to go there, you got to leave some time in your schedule to do those little hit or misses that people are talking to you about. And if you have everything planned day to day to day to day, and you want to make a change, now it's a major undertaking. So we don't travel like that. We kind of do a long range plan on some of the areas that we want to go, and then we're pretty much planning any major stays 30 days or less typically, and we haven't had an issue finding a spot. Now, we do have one advantage. We are retired military, and so we have access to military bases. Like we were down in Klamath Falls. That was super nice. Southern Oregon was getting some sketchy weather where we were going to be out boondocking north of Crater Lake, and so we decided, what other options do we got? Well, that was a $30 full hookup spot on a base. So the in town was about $60, so that was half price. So we're like, oh, that worked out great. Felt comfortable sleeping on base, and they had a 24-hour gym right next door, so can't beat that. But yeah, so if you're questioning whether to get into this lifestyle or not, from our perspective, do it now and go travel, because it has been such a fun adventure for us. And we're excited. We're already planning year 3. So we're gonna be home for the summer, and then year 3, we're heading out. And I think we're heading up to the Northeast. So we gotta get up to the Northeastern states. Not sure exactly what our route is or where we're going or none of that. But we're gonna be sitting down over the next couple of months and really kind of figuring out timelines and where we're going. And then heading all the way back down to Key West for the month, so December into January. So super excited about locking that in and having a bunch of family come down to visit us down in Key West. And other than that, yeah, super excited to get back to Washington and enjoy some rest and relaxation, and take care of a few maintenance items, give my truck a wash, because although it looks pretty clean in the video, it's pretty dirty. Yeah, so we'll be out there for probably 3 months, and then we'll be taking off in September again for another round. So anyways, that's it for now. We love chatting with people on the road, and I always give them our YouTube channel. We're not YouTube famous yet, but it's still fun for the family to kind of see us and then meet people along the way, and then they can kind of see our adventure. So super cool. Well, thanks for watching, and that's it for here. So yabba dabba doo, we'll be at a campsite near you.